When I bought my ranch on the edge of Black Rock Valley, I figured the only thing I'd have to worry about was the occasional rattlesnake or keeping the fence line tight. What I didn't expect was to end up in a showdown with the local HOA, the snootiest cluster of suburbanites this side of the county line. See, my buddies and I ride motorcycles. Always have. A few times a year, we get the old crew together for a weekend at my place. We grill, ride the back trails, share a few cold ones, and swap stories under the stars. We're not a gang. We're just a bunch of middle-aged riders who like freedom and engines that growl. Last month, we planned our first big ride of the season. About 15 bikes lined up at my ranch. Harleys, Indians, Triumphs, all polished up, chrome shining. By dusk, the driveway looked like a bike show, which apparently was too much for the fine folks in Cedar Pines Estates, the HOA that borders my ranch. On the second night, I heard tires crunching in the gravel. Walked outside to see Karen. Yes, another Karen, the HOA president, standing at my gate, arms folded tight enough to squeeze the life out of a snake. She didn't even say hi, just launched right into it. This is a family neighborhood. We don't want biker gangs intimidating our children. I told her, politely, that my ranch is not in their HOA, that I pay my own taxes, maintain my own road, and what I park on my land is none of her business. Didn't matter. She screeched about excessive vehicle noise, possible criminal activity, and how our bikes were lowering property values. She ended with a threat. We'll see how the sheriff feels about this mess. The next day, true to her word, 2 deputies rolled up. I offered them coffee, showed them our registrations, insurance, and the fact that every single bike was legally parked well inside my fence. They laughed. One of them even snapped a photo next to my '67 Harley Panhead. They left without so much as writing a warning. Karen watched from her SUV, face twisted up like she'd bitten into a lemon rind. But she wasn't done. 2 days later, my buddy Reggie, who used to ride with a pretty big club back in the day, got a text from a neighbor. The HOA was holding an emergency meeting about dangerous biker gangs in the area. They planned to petition the county to declare us a nuisance. That was it. I didn't want trouble, but if they were going to label us outlaws for grilling brats and revving engines twice a year, fine. We'd show them what real bikers look like. So, the next weekend, we all saddled up. 20 bikes deep, we rumbled up to the HOA clubhouse. Don't worry, we didn't tear up the lawn or rev engines like maniacs. We just rolled in, parked nice and neat, and knocked on the door during their meeting. When Karen opened that door and saw a line of leather vests and chrome helmets, she went pale as the styrofoam cup in her hand. I stepped forward and said, "Real calm. We heard you're concerned about your neighbors, so we came to clear things up face to face." Inside, the HOA board looked like they'd seen ghosts. Reggie politely explained we were veterans, retirees, mechanics, and ranchers, not some rowdy gang. He told them the county had no interest in their nonsense complaint. We weren't breaking any laws, and we weren't going anywhere. I ended it with, "If you'd like, you're all welcome to come by next time. Burgers and ribs are on us. You might even find out we're decent neighbors." Nobody took us up on that invite, of course. But after that day, no more calls, no more threats, no more sheriff visits. Karen won't even look me in the eye at the feed store now. Funny how a pack of dangerous bikers turned out to be just good people with loud pipes and the sense to stand their ground.